Hi, yes, my name is Rob Butler. I am married to my wonderful wife Amanda. We've been married for 7 years, September, and we live in Flint, Michigan. I am currently the senior pastor at the West Court Street Church of God in Flint, Michigan, on the southwest side of the town. Let's see here, the bullet points. My present understanding of God's mission. That's a good one. I currently see God's mission as the colony of heaven, I guess, and colonizing who the city is for God. And some verses that kind of help me with that is Jeremiah 29:7 is definitely one of them, where the prophet says God says through the prophet that if you seek the peace of the city, then peace will be yours. And so I think that's where we focus on it and go with that. Present understanding of Christian missions. That was interesting. I was the video is a little interesting because I guess kind of the Church of God, the non-denominational structure that we have is my Christian mission, I guess. But I guess I kind of see Christian mission as as kind of our sanctification, kind of how we live into the holiness that we've been called into, and so we engage with God in seeking the peace of the city, and as we do that, that is our mission. That's kind of how I see that, or have seen it. In what ways have you suffered, and how has suffered contributed to the present understanding of your ministry and mission? Well, I just had a vasectomy. Things are swollen. It shouldn't be swollen. No, there's some suffering there, but for a long time, I resonated with the idea, or I couldn't resonate with the idea of a father. Um, God being father was kind of interesting and weird. And, that was really kind of how I got saved, was because I started hearing about this father who loved me, and so it was definitely that, because my mom and dad divorced when I was 3. I ended up living with my dad when I was about 15 until I graduated from high school, and just had a really dysfunctional relationship with my dad. We loved each other tremendously. I thought, at least. I'm sure we did. But then my dad passed away this year in February, and it's very interesting because the last time I saw him, I was talking about one of the fears that I was processing in my life. I'm 41 years old. I have 3 very young kids, 5, 2.5, and newborn. My daughter Blythe is 5. My son Benji is the 2.5-year-old. He's a terror. But I love him so much. He's so crazy. He's a little mini me. And Josie is our newborn girl. She's 7 months. And I told my dad in December, he came up around Christmas time just to visit and give gifts to the kids and stuff. And I told him I had this fear of dying, and I think that was because of my kids and my family and my life situation and where we're at, and because I had that fear of letting people down, I guess, if I was to pass on. And and it was almost like the ultimate sacrifice was that he gave his, he died. He went that route before before me, obviously, and so it's really, I've looked at it in that perspective, that my dad loved me that much, that he would go before me, kind of like Christ dying for us, and yeah. So, yeah. Thanks. I went a little over. Sorry. Blessings.